Most people think that good gut health is complicated, overwhelming, and about giving up the foods they love. But the truth is, the smallest changes can make the biggest difference for you, your gut, and your weight. Hi, I'm Leilani. I'm a qualified clinical nutritionist with a bachelor in health science, nutritional medicine, and I'm a chef. And these 5 shifts can make a dramatic improvement in your bloating, energy, and even weight loss without overhauling your entire diet. Number 3 is so powerful, it works even if you don't change anything else. And number 5 is the long-term game changer for gut health and weight loss. Right, let's dive in. Here's what most weight loss and gut health advice gets wrong. Because everyone obsesses over the perfect foods to eat or avoid, but they completely ignore how you eat and when you eat, and the strategic additions that actually move the needle. Because some of the biggest improvements in both gut health and weight loss come from these simple shifts that take minutes to implement. They're all backed by research, they cost almost nothing, and they work for real people's lives. And I've seen clients reduce their bloating by 40%, drop dress sizes, and even just double their energy by making these exact changes. And the best part, most of them you can start today without buying a single thing. Change number 1. It is the most underestimated habit for reducing bloating, preventing fat storage, and lowering blood sugar, which helps with weight loss. And it costs absolutely nothing. So walk for 10 minutes after your meals. Now I know what you're thinking. It just sounds too simple, maybe even boring. But here's what most people don't realize. This one habit has been studied for over 50 clinical trials, and the results are undeniable. Even a 2022 meta-analysis found that a 10 to 15 minute walk after meals reduced blood sugar levels by up to 30% and led to significantly greater weight loss over time compared with people who just sat around after they ate. 30% is massive. That's the difference between your body storing that meal as fat versus burning it for energy. And here's why it works. Walking after meals lowers post-meal blood sugar and insulin spikes, which are the main triggers for fat storage. When your blood sugar stays stable, your body uses the food you just ate for energy instead of storing it around your belly. And the movement also stimulates peristalsis. So this is like a wave-like muscle contraction where your food moves through your intestines. So that helps prevent the bloating and keeps the digestion really beautiful. Walking also reduces stress hormones that trigger fat storage and support the vagus nerve, the main communication highway between the gut and the brain. So when you walk, you literally massage your digestive organs, helping them work properly and strengthening your gut barrier. And it's so simple. So after you finish your meal, put on your shoes, take a little walk around the block. It doesn't have to be intense. And I used to live in Turkey, and walking after meals was an ancient tradition. And they usually did it by the seaside as a family, because traditional cultures understood this instinctively. They stayed lean and had better digestion, not because of strict diets or expensive supplements, but because of simple, free habits like this one. Change 2. Add just 1 tablespoon of a probiotic-rich fermented food to every meal. And here's why this is a game changer for your gut and your weight. True fermented foods like raw sauerkraut or kimchi or kefir contain billions of beneficial microbes, even just on a small spoon. These live, healthy microbes produce digestive enzymes that helps break down the food, which means less bloating and better nutrient absorption from the meal. But here's what most people don't know. Your gut bacteria directly control whether you store fat or burn it. And research shows that consuming fermented foods with meals increases the production of the digestive enzymes, and improves your gut bacteria composition. And people with a diverse, healthy gut bacteria naturally maintain a healthier weight more easily. To prove it, there's a 2021 Stanford study that found people who ate fermented foods daily for 10 weeks significantly increased their microbiome diversity, reduced inflammatory markers, and experienced easier weight management. Because inflammation is one of the main drivers of weight gain and just difficulty losing that weight. So how you do it? Before or even during the meal, eat just 1 spoon of raw sauerkraut or kimchi or a shot of kefir or a quality kombucha, or just whatever your favorite fermented food is. Just make sure on the label it has raw or unpasteurized, because the pasteurization kills the beneficial bacteria. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite fermented food to eat or even to make? I used to make kefir. It takes minutes and it's ready the next morning. So drop your comments so we can all learn from each other. Change number 3. Give your gut a 14 to 16 hour break from food, most days. Intermittent fasting is one of the most powerful changes you can make for weight loss, because it takes the load off the gut so it can start to heal. So even if you change nothing else about your diet, this can have so many benefits, because eating is a violent process for your body. So when you finish dinner early and delay breakfast, you give your digestive system time to rest and repair. And you actually tap into fat burning mode. So research shows that 14 to 16 hour fasting window triggers autophagy in your gut cells, to your body's cellular cleanup system. And it allows your migrating motor complex to sweep undigested food and bacteria through your intestines. This prevents bloating, but also gut bacteria overgrowth. So that's a win. Here's the weight loss benefit. After 12 hours of fasting, your body starts to switch from burning glucose to burning stored fat for energy. And a 2022 study found that time-restricted eating improved gut barrier function, reduced the inflammatory markers, and resulted in weight loss. Even when people just ate the same foods, just in that shorter window. But here's the key, this isn't meant to be permanent. Your body adapts if you do it too long and at the same time. It's all based on evolution and how hunter-gatherer humans without fridges ate for millennia. So use it short-term and use it as a short-term rest periodically, and then return to a more flexible eating pattern. Now, there are so many different ways to fast and they all have benefits. Here's one I regularly use for my clients because it's just super easy on an already overloaded schedule. So you finish dinner by 6 or 7 p.m. Don't eat again until 9 to 10 a.m. the next day. That's a 14 to 15 hour window. And if you can get your dinner done by 6 p.m. and eat breakfast at 10 a.m., that's 16 hours. It's even better for fat burning. During your fast window, drink water or herbal teas or black coffee if you must, but no calories. This just gives your gut a time to heal. But always check with your healthcare practitioner to make sure intermittent fasting is appropriate for you, especially if you're on medication or have medical conditions. Change number 4, stop eating in fight or flight mode, or as I like to call it, fight, flight, and fat storage mode. Because when you eat quickly, while stressed or distracted, 2 things happen. And they both wreck your gut and cause weight gain. First, your body stays in a sympathetic nervous system dominance. That's the fight or flight mode. And in this stage, your body literally shuts down digestion and it stores everything you eat as fat because it thinks you're in danger and need energy reserves for later. And research shows that eating while stressed increases cortisol by up to 50%. So that's going to directly trigger fat storage, damage gut bacteria, and increase intestinal permeability. and it impairs nutrient absorption. So that rush breakfast while checking your emails is telling your body to store fat, not burn it. Now, second, when you don't chew properly, you swallow large chunks of food and your gut struggles to break that down. This causes the bloating, leaves food fermenting in your gut, which means fewer nutrients, which then triggers more hunger, cravings later. And studies show that people who just chew their food thoroughly eat 12% fewer calories per meal and have significantly lower blood sugar spikes. They also report feeling more satisfied with less food. So the fix here is just before you eat, take 3 deep belly breaths to activate your parasympathetic nervous system to your rest and digest mode. This signals to your body it's safe to digest and burn calories, not store them. So put your phone away, sit down, take a breath, and chew each bite at least 20 times before swallowing it. It's got to feel like peanut butter. Even if you only have 10 minutes to eat, those 10 minutes should be focused on eating calmly and chewing thoroughly. It will make a big difference. Change 5. Add prebiotic fiber foods to every single meal. This is one of the most powerful changes for both gut health and weight loss long term, because prebiotic fiber is the specialty fiber that feeds your beneficial gut bacteria that grows your gut garden. And then they produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate that can help heal your gut lining and regulate your metabolism. But here's the weight loss benefit. Fiber keeps you full without adding many calories. So studies show that for every additional 10 grams of fiber you eat daily, you naturally consume fewer calories without trying. And that's because fiber slows digestion and it stabilizes blood sugar. And it triggers satiety hormones that tell your brain you're satisfied. So you eat less without feeling restricted. And research also shows that people who eat 30 to 40 grams of fiber daily have lower body weight, less belly fat, and better insulin sensitivity, even when they eat the same number of calories as people who eat less fiber. Fiber literally changes how your body processes and stores food. How do you do it? Throw a tin of beans into your curry or salad. That's 15 grams of prebiotic fiber right there. Add a handful of berries to your breakfast. Swap your pasta for legume-based pasta, or sprinkle soaked chia seeds on your yogurt. But here's the important part. If fiber is new for you, start low and slow, or you'll feel too bloated before your gut microbes have had a chance to adapt. And if you're still bloated with healthy foods like beans, even after adding them slowly into your diet, that it might be time for a complete gut reset and repair, which is exactly why I've created a complete step-by-step system to identify your trigger foods, repair your gut lining, and rebalance your microbiome. So these simple changes actually work for you. It's at the moment part of my gut health course, and you can find the links below. Now, these 5 simple changes cost almost nothing, require minimal effort, and can transform your gut and your weight. You've got no extreme elimination diets, no calorie counting, not giving up the foods you love, just smarter timing, strategic additions, and eating in a way that supports your body's natural fat burning and healing process. But the key is consistency and regularity to retain those benefits. So start by adding just one habit each week or each month, depending on your schedule, until it becomes naturally part of your routine. And if you want weekly gut healthy strategies, just join my free Gut Love Club email. You'll get exclusive cheat sheets on everything from the best restaurant meals for gut health to my soy survival kit. There are all these cheat sheets plus gut healing recipes like my immune boosting mac and cheese and the latest gut healthy science strategies made simple for busy people. I'll put the links in the description as well. Before you go, I have one powerful question for you. If you could only change one thing about how you eat to improve your gut health and support your weight loss goals, Which of these 5 would it be and why? Drop your answers in the comment. I love to read what you guys have to say. I'm Leilani. Love your guts.